Shalom, all praises to the Most High. So I'm gonna talk about a past prophetic dream. I used to call them astral travels because of how real they were, and I feel like they were. I've had like many prophetic astral travels about alien invasions and spaceships. So I'm gonna speak probably about two of them. But all right, the first one I'm gonna speak about. And this one, I was on a beach at night. So it was like I was just by myself. I was walking on the beach at night, and there was a whole bunch of people on the beach that night. And I don't know what the place felt, and it looked like a place like Arizona, but I didn't know how Arizona looked back then. But now that I came here, it did look like Arizona a little bit, but it had a beach, so maybe it was somewhere close or around Arizona. I don't know. But anywho, basically, what happened was they were walking. I mean, I was walking by myself, and I was looking at the sky just out in the ocean, and it was like it was night, but it looked cut like the light at night in the dream for some reason looked bluish, like everything had a hint or a hue of blue. And yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Anywho, and then basically like in the distance, like really far out in the distance, I saw three spaceships, right? Um, there was one main one in the front, and then two on one side, one on the left and one on the right of it, and it was a little behind the first one that I seen. But when I tell you, the first one even filled the whole sky up, and then the other two filled like the rest of the sky up on each side of each the first one or the main one. Like, and they were white, like a off white. Um, they were like kind of round, but some parts were like shaped um in its own way. I don't know how to explain it. There's many different spaceships. Like, it's not just the round ones. I seen ones that look like, and this is gonna sound crazy, but I seen ones in my prophecies that look like Polaroid cameras, Game Boy systems, um, like I don't know, it's weird, but I'll talk about those later. Some of them look like structures of like buildings, even pyramids. Like it doesn't. It's not just round ones. The round ones that you usually see here, the little flimsy, weak, small ones that people see here are Earth made. They're because there's spaceships here too. Because Satan likes to mimic everything that God does. So man-made spaceships here. So the spaceships that people see here now, those are not the real spaceships. Trust me, when you see these spaceships, like the ones that you see, like in the movies like Independence Day, like the big gigantic ones, that's more like what I saw, but bigger. Okay, and it's not gonna be a joke. Like when you see it, you're gonna know. Okay, this is not. This is something way bigger or way more serious. You're gonna know that that's spaceships of the Most High, and I guess they're called motherboards. I don't know, fatherboards because it's from the Most High. I don't know, but yeah, the spaceships that people see here, those are not the real spaceships. Those are man-made. So anyway, so I'd rather call them UFOs. But anyway, so and actually, the Most High just told me those. He called those his chariots. Those are called chariots, and it's different type of chariots. So that's what I'm gonna call them from now on. The real ones are called chariots. So there were three chariots in the sky, No, and so they started shooting. They just started shooting beams out of them. And at first, everybody stopped what they were doing. And when I tell you, there was a silence that fell over the land. Like there was no like you couldn't hear you could hear a freaking like spider fart. That's how freaking silent it was. Okay, it was silent. Like I've never heard of silence like that. Not even in this life, you know. I heard different types of silences, but that one was just like they didn't have thoughts in their head or something. I don't know how to explain it. I couldn't hear nobody breathing, like nothing. Like it was like everybody stopped, froze, and held their breath and was just looking up, like that. Like they gasped and they couldn't move. You know, they were paralyzed. I looked up. Everybody had like confusion and some had a little bit of like petrified, like fear in their face, like. But I was like, it was like normal for me. Like I looked at it and was like, oh. You know what I mean? I was like I already knew about it. Like I already knew what it was, and I had no fear. And a lot of these prophetic travels that I have or dreams, I never have any fear. Like I always feel at peace, or like it's normal. Like it's like I already know about it, or it's not a big deal to me. And I'm sure that's because God is telling me that me and His children, all His children is gonna be protected. They have nothing to worry about. It's the people that isn't protected that should worry. So, and with that being said, they started shooting, and everybody just started like running around like crazy, like just like screaming, and I saw people getting shot and killed like right next to me. You know what I mean? It didn't matter, like women, kids, men. Everybody was getting like shot, and they were like running away from, trying to run away from the spaceships. And then it was like when those three came, it was like a whole bunch of other ones came that were different shapes and sizes. Like there was an oval one, for example. It looked like an egg kind of, but like a oval, like rounded, dark blue. I believe, I don't remember. It was like shiny. It's hard to explain the material that the ships are made of because they're nothing. The way that they look, the ones that I've seen or that I've been on, they're nothing like is nothing like the metal or the material that you see, or the iron or anything that you see here on Earth. It's like Earth is like the dollar store version of the material that I seen on these ships, or how they look or felt when I was on them. But anyways, so basically I okay. Basically I was remembering something. So like I was saying, the oval one that I saw that I was just talking about. Oh yeah, when not only did I not feel fear, but I heard something. I seen one of the smaller spaceships from the big three ones that I saw. It like flew up to me and it like stopped directly in front of me. And it's like there were no words, but I heard like a telepathic voice, and like it just had the vibe of don't worry, like you have nothing to fear. You know what I mean? Which is actually something that angels would say. Now that I think about it, they say that. So I think these aliens are actually angels in those chariots. They have angels that look like chariots, that have angels inside of them. Actually, now that I think about that, that's true. That's probably what that was. That's dope. It's in the Bible, in Revelations. You can read it. Anywho, in a couple of other chapters in the Bible, I can't remember at the top of my head right now, but they do speak about those types of angels. And they sound like spaceships to me. But these are different types of spaceships I've seen. But anyway, so I didn't feel any fear, and it reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. So I was walking like slowly, just looking around, like just amazed, like wow, like what's what's going on? Like I knew what was going on, but at the same time, it's like I was still at awe. You know what I mean? And then people were like dying and everybody was running and screaming and they had nowhere to go. They tried to hide and they couldn't. Wherever they hide, they got found and they got shot. And they were like all dead out on the beach and stuff. And then first thing, I just started like running because everybody else was running. I was like, like I didn't know what else to do. So I started running towards, there was this building by the beach. It looked kind of like a Dave and Buster's, kind of like, you know how they have like those big like party fun places or whatever next to beaches and stuff like that. It looked like something like that. But like a bar or something, I don't know. But then when I was walking, trying to walk up to it, there were this oval, bluish, metallic looking spaceship flew right up next to me. And then when the doors open, and then after I seen this one, a couple of other ones did the same. And then I seen, when they came out, and this is going to sound crazy. This is going to sound crazy. But anyways, when the spaceship door opened, it opened like this. Like that, like the door went up. And then all I remember is, I can't remember everything they said, but what I saw were superheroes. I mean, you gotta think, where did they get these comic book characters from and these superheroes from? What I seen, Justice League, you know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what they look like. The whole team of Justice League. I'm not joking. And you gotta think about it, justice. Like, God is gonna bring justice to the earth. So these beings look like Iron Man. And some of them are really short, like kids for some reason. And then some of them are like really, really tall. But the ones I saw were about my height or they were short like kids. And they had suits on like freaking Superman, Batman. It didn't look exactly like them, but the one that stood out to me the most was the Iron Man looking one, because he was small like a child. I mean, he was about my same size. I'm sorry, I'm like 5'4". It looked like he was about my same size. And when it opened, him and like a couple of other ones that looked like superheroes, unnamed, they just look like superheroes, were standing behind them. And I couldn't see their face because they had like, the whole gear on and everything. And then basically, from what I remember, they told me like, they were like, oh, come on. Like, telling me like, first they gave me the feeling of, you have nothing to fear. Like, you're one of us, kind of like feeling like we're cool. You feel me? That's what it felt like. And I think he said something like, come on, or like, let's go, or I don't know, I don't remember. Something about me going with them somewhere or doing something with them. And I can't remember much after that, but there were other ones after I seen that one, other ones like smaller spaceships, and they had superheroes coming out of them, and they were just like fighting people, not even fighting people, just straight up annihilating people and stuff, like people that tried to run away or hide. Or I seen one kill a man right in front of me, and it was pretty insane. And yeah, that's the first. That's not the first vision I had, or dream I had, a prophetic dream that I had of alien invasions. I have so many. But yeah, that's the one I want to talk about for right now. Excuse me. But it's going to happen, and it's going to happen very, very soon. So I suggest everybody, you need to repent. Just all you have to get on your knees and ask God, let God know that I am a sinner and I want to repent today. And start following the narrow path with Yahshua, because I mean, the time is very near. Nobody knows when he's coming. Nobody knows when this is gonna happen. All I know is I could feel it. I could feel it deeply, man. It's so close, so close, So close. And honestly, because I know I'm gonna be okay, I am excited. I can't wait till everything goes down. Like, oh my gosh. It's gonna be so relieving too because I mean I won't I'll be up in heaven finally. Out of here. Me and my baby. And we're gonna be safe, and then I get to see all my true sister and brothers, and that's just gonna be awesome. And I finally will get justice. We'll finally get justice for the people that the sinister, wicked Jezebels, sick, repulsive, just nasty, demonic people, if that's what you want to call them, creatures that ran this planet, and their little minions are gonna get it, and we're gonna be able to see it. Think of every single person in your life that has harmed you. And I'm speaking of the 14400. The 14400 I'm talking to. Because that is going to be very limited. Not too many people are going to get into heaven, man. It's sad. It's sad. Out of trillions, out of billions of people, out of millions of people on the earth, only 14400 is going to get into heaven. I don't know if that's the exact number, but that's what it said in the Bible. So you guys please repent daily if I do, cuz we're sinners and we're not perfect. But God is, and he's a loving, caring God, and he will forgive you as long as you follow his steps and you give your life to Christ. You should be, and I mean wholeheartedly, like through and through, for real, give yourself to God and to Christ. You have to repent and you have to be forgiven today, because you don't know. It could happen in the next 5 minutes after this video, even. You don't know. You really don't know. So, and hell is very real, and it's not a fun place at all. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that with everyone. And just stay prayed up. Keep reading the word. Peace, shalom, Nisi, Yahweh Nisi. Peace.